Hey, it's my first serious video of the weekend. Fucking woo! As you can see from the fucking brilliant title that I've come up with, even if I do say so myself, it's going to be about prayer. You know, that old chestnut. I'm jumping on the bandwagon because there's been a lot of people making videos about prayer recently. I'm sorry, but you know, as usual with me, I'm probably the last person on it. So, regardless, let's get on with the video. I have heard a lot from Christians that say that atheists hate prayer, and you know, I really do not have any idea where they get this from. Most atheists, anyway, you know, we know what religion entails. You know, it's kind of a package deal. Religion and prayer go hand in hand, if you'll excuse the pun. But it's only when prayer interferes with what we atheists call reality that we start to have a problem with it, and it's only when people see it as a viable alternative to actual medicine is when we start to have a problem with it. I, like many other atheists, do not see at all what good prayer does. In fact, I think it's actually worse than doing nothing, because it gives false hope to people, and it makes the people doing the praying feel good even though they're doing absolutely fuck all. And I've never heard a good answer that can reconcile, you know, prayer with God's plan. You know, it seems to me that if you're praying, then you're going against God's plan because you want something in this world to be different, which seems rather arrogant to me. If it is God's plan, then it's going to happen whether you pray or not, so you might as well at least save your energy. Now, I have been thinking of why people pray, and to me it's a way of feeling like you're in control of whatever situation you find yourself in. You know, people don't like knowing that there's some higher being out there who has their entire life planned out, you know, to the microsecond and to the most minute detail. And praying is a small way of, you know, making people feel like that they can do something about it, that they can change things. But if you believe God has a plan, then there is literally nothing you can do about it. You know, you just have to lay back and know that you're a puppet with someone else controlling the strings, who may or may not cut your strings at any time because it fits in with his selfish plan. Now, if you're someone who's watching this and they believe in the power of prayer, then I'm going to leave a link to Sarah Hahn's challenge in the sidebar if you haven't watched it already. Watch it and please take him up on his offer. I mean, I know you won't, but I thought I'd put it out there anyway. But you won't because, you know just like the rest of us that prayer doesn't do anything. But you'd think that at least one person out there would have enough faith to test it, but you know, I guess not. Or if you don't want to take up Sarah Hahn's challenge, then take up my challenge. I'll make it real simple so that even the simplest people can understand it. What it basically is stop eating and pray to God to keep your stomach full. Now, I'll make this even easier for you. You know, you can pray as many times as you want during the day. Do it 24/7 if you want to, and then we'll wait a month, because people can go quite a long time without eating. I mean, I know I've gone myself a week without eating before, so we'll wait a month and we'll see if you're still alive. If you are, then I will personally make a video, you know, bowing down to God and all his greatness and his awesome superpowers in keeping you alive for a month without eating, and then I'll use my YouTube channel to spread his good message. I mean, what have you got to lose? I mean, you know, he's going to answer your prayer, right? But even if you did die, then, you know, you'll go to heaven anyway, so it's all good. I mean, it's a win-win situation for you, you know. I actually put this challenge of sorts onto Sable Chicken's video that she did about prayer. It was actually about her to stop feeding her animals, but even when her life is not on the line, I don't think she's going to follow my advice. And, you know, I don't think anyone will, because, I mean, I know it doesn't work, and you know it doesn't work. I mean, you're cowards, and you don't have the balls to put your faith to the test, which is ironic, because I thought that was a big thing for you Christians. You know, you hear a lot of people saying, oh, you know, we're going to go through life, you're going to have many tests, or I've had many tests of faith. And this just seems like a prime example, you know, to put those pesky atheists in their place. So I know you've got to do is, you know, is just use the power of prayer that you keep going on about. But what makes it worse about these people who, I said, espouse this shit, is that you're saying it to people, saying it to other people even though you don't believe it yourself, you know, as evidenced by nobody taking up Sarah Hahn's challenge, I think. Woods of Jordan made a video and he said he's going to get help for his mental health issues, and that's something I can really personally identify with, you know. And then you have users on that video commenting and advocating prayer, and saying that, through God is the only way to be cured. Which really pisses me off. I tell you something. I would get so fucking angry if you said the same thing to me. These people obviously have no idea what it's like to feel depressed. And for people to try and persuade someone suffering with it to forego things that actually fucking work, like medication and psychotherapy and things like that. Well, I would just, I just fucking lose it when it comes to people like that. It's agony, and to prolong that agony for even for one more second than is needed, it's just completely fucked up in my opinion. Um, it's, this is not what these people need. They're low and they're lonely and they're confused, and you're just preying on that, and that is just majorly fucked up. But then, you're preying on the weak and the defenseless. But then why should I be surprised? And with the situation with Tommy from the Bronx as well, you have people commenting and saying in videos and things like that prayer will help more than money. Well, next time I see surgeon pick up a Bible instead of a scalpel is a day I agree with people like that. What you should do really is you should get down on your knees and thank God that there are smart, educated, kind people out there that do dedicate their lives to learning about human biology and perform many life-saving operations during their careers. But I bet if you were in such a situation, you would rely more on a doctor with a degree than a holy man with a book, because you're fucking hypocrites. Just plain and simple hypocrites. Anyway, that's all I've got to say. Stan Marsh out.